Okay, I'm going to strip this out here. So this one, like I say, is going to be we're going to actually sell Ferrous extruded first. Extruded. I picked up a couple testing jobs. That could be good. Get some treasures there. Ken's cleaning his screw up right now. There's something. Fell out. Hot one today. Found this tripod yesterday. Dirty aluminum. You find stuff everywhere. Plus, this is aluminum. You have to take the screw off now. You have to take the screw off. cut it here maybe. The awning I got from a neighbor. Yeah, wife calls, you gotta run. Plus I put the ads in. I want to make sure I answer every call because people don't, you don't call or you miss a call, that's it. Might have another inspection too, another guy called. Reno. So 2 houses for demo. That could be pretty good. Just down here. This kind of glass is not bad. It doesn't create a lot of mess, you know. But if you have double layers, more mess. I'll crunch it down. Throw in a truck leader. This one's tight. Oh, it's a tough one. Tough frame. Most of them extruded. I'll have to look over there, I might have something. With those screws. Okay. Yeah, I ran over this with my car. Here's the battery pack. Last time it smoked, but even this green board and these things, see? Very hot. Just want to make it smaller. Some of you guys have to clean this. To me, I can sell it dirty with this, but Just want to show you. These picture frames are pretty good. You just throw your glass in the garbage, break it all down small, crush it. Adds up. Get that. No, what is this made out of here? Oh, it's a solar panel. Okay, now I know. I thought it was a sign or something, but I remembered after it was a solar panel. See, extruded. That is up. Don't have anything here, I don't think. I had lawn chairs, but I can do another time. It's 125. Okay, hold on for a second. Got weight. Okay, that's that. I have my other bucket. Okay. Okay, hit that. It's about 30 pounds here, 35 pounds. Maybe a little more here. Starter. I hope if I can hold this out here. It's a bit of a pain. Oh, it's a heavy one. Someone called me for junk removal, but he said he's got a price for around $225. But I said it's an apartment, right? Yeah. He said yeah. I said that job's usually $350, and you have a mattress. There's a surcharge of $30 each mattress. I said when you get to your job, you'll be paying at least $350. He said he needs it done today. I said, well, we're here. Call me back if you're interested. Someone said $220. But it's got, you know, a couch and a bunch of other small tables and things. So whatever. It's in UBC. It's pretty far. Not like it's in Surrey. So we left in the guy's ballpark. I ran my ad last night on Craigslist, so I run it like 4 in the morning, so it shows up first, you know, pages in the morning. And you know, at least you know your stuff's not going to end up in a corner somewhere in a bush or an alley or an abandoned house. Probably a student in UBC or something. Doesn't matter, whatever happens, happens, right? This ugly picture here. The story about this picture is the person who, it's an old time, he's in a home now, but he originally dreamed of this picture in his head. That's what he dreamed of, and he drew it. That's what the person told me. The son. He didn't want it. It was done in '85. But the guy dreamt this picture. Past lifetime, maybe, who knows, but so it's a shame to break it apart. I asked him if he wanted it, he said no. So obviously, only way, you know, trying to sell that kind of stuff's really tough. I'm taking aluminum anyways, which is not really much, but okay. So I got a starter, 2 batteries, right? 1 motorcycle battery out of my daughter's motorcycle. They said there's no deposit on these. They'll take it for recycling. Oh no, my father does scrapping. He'll take it. He was gonna take it, right? So she stood up for me. That's good. I was hammering something. Where did I put my hammer? Wandered away with it or something. That's weird. It's right in front of me. Getting blinded by the sun. Tunnel vision. Well, when you're in a rush, because now we have a potential job, we gotta get that. We're not gonna take that. We'll take our 2 vehicles, me and Ken. Ooh, that's a lousy one. Lots of progress, people calling. You listed my company on Google, which I never had before. Thanks to Naz Atlas from YouTube, told me to do it, which I did. I verified it right away too. They send you an email or a text message with a code for your phone number. That's why I go. My phone was going bing, 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 bing when I was talking. Well, it's a hot day too, and it's in an elevator, so you got to be super careful. You know, take one thing at a time down, 1 or 2 things. How picky to be. And you know, a lot of people are really busy because it's the end of the month. People have to move. Chances can get work. Look at that. Side's almost stripped. There, done. Oof. Let's work out. Remember, it's like it was 20, now it's 28, 30. So the heat tires you out day to day, you know. Okay, I'm gonna get my copper ready. 1 second. Get some stuff here. Yeah, I'm leaving in a couple of minutes too. Okay. So hot, I can't believe it. Like I checked, it looked like copper. I don't have a lot, so I don't care about 1 and 2. Some of the price is going up a little bit, but I don't know. Okay. Clean up this area, too much junk. Where the guy just texts me, and then he says, oh, I call him back 2 minutes later, he says, I got someone ready. He probably fished around everybody. But I think it's tough to get people at the end of the month, that's a problem. Maybe might land a job. People say they come, they don't show up, or they say they're too busy, but I'm open to that. It doesn't matter what time. Doesn't matter what time. I put down 24/7, 7 days a week. That's how we roll. As long as it's a legal move, we're okay. Okay. I still all my aluminum still to do. That's kind of, you have to be on the phone instantly, you can't delay nothing. But he may not have paid $350, but maybe he said, you know, if the other guy can't do it, can you do it still? I said, yeah. And I said, there's no surcharges, that's the price. One price. They're going to charge you $30 surcharge, since it's in a building, elevator, they're going to charge you extra. That's how they make the money. They don't make money on the job, they make it on the labor part, up and down elevators and stuff, and they just overinflate it. I researched a lot. I watched a lot of videos. I know in the States they make better money in the States than here for junk removal. Problem, we have certain type of people in Surrey that don't seem to want to pay, so what are you going to do? That's the way it goes. And most builders here have their own trailer, so they do their own stuff. You don't see it, but I guess the builder does everything. They save money, so they do their own garbage. I mean, they save a little bit, but they use the laborers for $5–10 an hour. Look at those immigrants that come on student visas. I had one of those guys call me. I says, well, how much do you expect to get paid? He said $10 or $12 an hour. Well, minimum wages is $18 roughly. I'd be paying a guy $20 at least. I'm gonna pay him $12. I don't take advantage of people. You know, if he's good, I'd pay him $20 an hour, whatever. But he wanted $10 or $12 fresh off the boat. Sure, that's tempting, but why would I do that? It's against the law for one thing, and then they'll put labor relations on you later. It's not worth the headache. Got one guy took me to court because he thought we were doing jobs and it was 10 hours. I said, okay, you know, it was 8 hours. I said, hey, I gave you 10 hours because you guys were did it really fast, a little bit of bonus. So he ended up doing is taking me to court saying, oh, I own all this overtime. I work 10 hours a day, but he only worked 8 hours a day. So he thought he's getting like $2,000-3,000. We ended up selling for like $600 or $700 just to keep the guy happy. We had all our books and everything. Everything was done properly. And he just lost the friendship. He was a good friend of mine for school years. He did that to me, him and his girlfriend. So can't even trust your own friends. That's why I say, better just don't pay overtime, but don't give them any bonuses. Because if you give them bonuses, then they think it's the hours they work. They never work those hours. You know, I was making good money before. You make $2 grand, $3 grand on a job, and it gets done faster than normal. And you say, hey, 10 hours for everybody that day. Put down 10 hours. I remember I had my buddy. We had a job, and there was crawl spaces full of copper. I said, I'll give you 5 hours extra to cut the copper out. He went out there, cut me like $1,500 of copper of the crawl space. It was a tough job. He pulled it out. I gave him double. I said, here, you're paid double, buddy, for that day, because you gave me all that copper. I could just say, hey, okay, thanks, buddy, thanks. No, he went on under there, did it all, and I made good money, so I gave him double, paid him double that day. See, this stuff is nice to clean. This stuff I'll clean, you know, because it's not bad. It's a really good wire. It's thick. What do I have here for weight? See? Trinkets here. Look at that, copper. You can't see this stuff from the top. See, that's a trinket pile right here. Trinket pile. All these things here. When you start going through it, it adds up. See all this stuff? It's mostly brass and copper here. I think, actually, maybe I can strip a couple of wires here. Hold on, stop by. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of wire. Oops. Got a hook on the end here. hold for a second. I got too many different wires installed. They're twisted and tangled, so it doesn't want to go through the machine. That's why I ran it a couple times, strain it out. This copper's been laying on the ground for so long, so I might as well turn it into some money, even though it's going to sell as number 2, but it's okay. You know, if you have a small amount, it's not a big deal. If you have tons of it or something. So if the guy calls me back, we'll do that garbage. I said we have to have vehicles empty at all times. I need that white van fixed so that a job like this, we just go there with a white van. You don't need a big truck to go down there. Just a lot of calls today for jobs. I cannot believe it. Everyone's going nuts today. Inspections and two inspections for sure, and another one pending. He has to make. He needs to have people, you know, available to vacate their house. It's only just a small rental. It's only taking about 5 or 6 samples. That's a $350 job. It's good money in testing, but you know, you don't learn it overnight, right? I've been doing it for almost 20 years. A lot of guys come into the business and say they'll do it for like X number of dollars. They don't have no experience, nothing. They get shut down. Houses get shut down, everything. Because they think, you know, it's easy money. Well, you gotta know what you're doing. You're putting people's lives at risk, right? They don't care. Everybody wants a fast dollar. Rubber coating. See, that big yellow one was number 12 gauge. So I got tangled in there because it had some twists to it. Sometimes the coating is really soft, it's like rubbery. Makes it tougher too. That's why that project shop guy out of Florida, he's always adjusting his clutch on there. Put a clutch on his so that if it gets too tight, he loosens it. You can play with it a bit. But that guy's super smart. He knows what he's doing about his machinery. So, and like mine, my machine is all has safety stuff on there, so you can't really get to it. His is all over the place, open up. But that's when you buy something commercially made, has to have all the safety things on it. His was probably commercially made and someone took it apart, took all the safety stuff off of it probably. Went on to lose an arm or something, or hand, or who knows, fingers. Oh, a little bit of weight. This one's almost done, but I can feel it's done inside, but it didn't peel completely. See, people don't realize when you start stripping stuff, look at the waste. Right? Probably 30% waste on this stuff. Feels like a couple pounds maybe, if I'm lucky. So I don't normally strip this, but since I had, you know, pieces kicking around, I'll do 12 gauge. 12 gauge is worth it. Worth stripping, but when it comes to 14 gauge, not really. Okay, let me get back to the van. We'll do a recap quickly and then figure out what it's worth. Okay, hold on. Number 2 copper. We have a radiator clean. Number 2 wire. Number 2 wire. Number 2 high. No, number 2 low. These two are low, and that's number 2 high. Extruded. Not clean, but some is clean. And then we have a couple of batteries. A big heavy battery. Motorcycle battery, alternator, or starter. I would say $300 here. That's my guess, but depends on how about the copper's at. Maybe 250, 250. Depends on the wire too. So 300 would be nice, but we'll see what happens. Okay, stay tuned. We're back from the scrap run here. Prices, like I say, are a little bit lower. Number 2 copper. Number 2 copper is at 18 pounds, $4.95 a pound, $89.10 for that bucket, which is not bad. Starters, 7 pounds at 62 cents a pound. That was $4.34 for the starter. Batteries, 59 pounds, 28 cents a pound, $16.52 for the batteries. And that big battery is probably like 45 pounds, 50 pounds. It was really heavy actually. It was about 50 pounds. Brass. Okay, I had a bunch of taps, but they were the old gooseneck taps that are, you know, it's all pot metal mainly, stainless steel pot metal, maybe a little bit of brass. I sold that at 3 of them. I didn't. It was off camera, but you might saw my pictures. 9 pounds. It was 80 cents a pound. $7.20 for the taps. It was a gooseneck. Another one was a longer one and a shorter one. But anyways, whatever, was just something I found I want to get rid of. Number 2 copper insulated, low recovery. I had 87 pounds, $1.30 a pound, so it's still pretty good. $113.10 for number 2 low. Oh, number 2 high, 40 to 49% recovery, 35 pounds, $1.83 a pound, $64.05. So 175 just in wire alone. That was awesome. Aluminum radiators, 6 pounds, 74 cents a pound, $4.44. And then I had extrusions, 75 pounds extruded, 97 cents a pound, $72.75. Grand total, $371.50. And then we went, I got my check. I was actually, you know, didn't have anything to sell. I was at a $200 scrap run, and just in the last few days, boom, here's my check. My check was $1,547. So there's 5% tax on there, so it's about, I just made about $14.75 or something in scrap and tax on top of it, but there's 5% tax here. $15.47.16. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, it was pretty good. It was a little too hot today. I was hoping to get more, but I need to get this bin dumped because people are starting to call me for garbage and stuff. You know, starting to advertise and things are starting to pop, right? So you need an empty bin at all times because people hire you at the spur of the moment. Come today, come now. Could you come at 8? Yes, we'll come at any time you want. That's how we're gonna get the business, and they'll have to pay a little more. Like he said, it was code 220, but if they don't show up, he's paid $350. That's the way it is. But he called me, and I called him back 5 minutes later. He already had another guy. But people do what they do is they give you a low quote. When they go there, they jack it up, say this is extra, that's extra, that was curbside price. You know, that's that kind of stuff. They said jack it up. At 220, you're looking at a, you know, $100 dumping there. So is it worth it for someone? You know, I don't know. Maybe it is. But you know, you gotta go through buildings and stuff. You gotta be super careful. You have to hire labor because you have, you know, big couches and, you know, bulky items, right? But anyways, see what happens. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.